Be like a switch. Be like a flip. Hey guys, come on now. IG. What up? I forgot to go live last. I tried. I forgot. I forgot to push the button. Hey guys, come on in. Let's talk about what ain't nobody talking about out here. Because what you don't know will hurt you in this industry. I'm going to tell y'all something. When me and my husband first started our trucking company, we missed out on a whole lot. Hey, Mimi, we missed out on a whole lot of money because we did not know, right? So, what you don't know in this case will hurt you, right? You do not want to work for free. Stop working for free. Okay. A lot of people, they always ask a question on how to get into the industry, but once you get into the industry, how do you get paid, right? And guys, you have to understand that this industry is untapped. It's an untapped market, untapped market, and it's available in all 50 states. All 50 states. So no matter where you are within the United States, you can do this. Y'all tap the screen for me. We live on all social media platforms. Come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Coach Portia's Get Money Radio. So, guys, this is available in all 50 states. Hey, Dave. Hey, Ron. Y'all come on in, tap the screen for me. Use your thumbs, use your fingers, use something when you come up in place today. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So all 50 states, right? So guys, it doesn't matter where you are needed in this space. This is, hey, Crystal. Hey, Cyrus. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Tamar. So guys, this is an untapped market. There's a lot of people that don't even know that this opportunity exists, right? So there's people that work for LabCorp, work for Quest. They work for different diagnostic centers and things like that, or locations. They don't know that they can start their own mobile testing service, right? So I've had several students that work for the lab. They didn't know. One of my students worked for the lab 23 years, and she didn't know that she could start her own testing service until she seen me on social media. Guys, there's not enough people talking about this opportunity, okay? But let's get to the nitty gritty right quick, okay? What you see here is a invoice. It's a paid invoice now. It's a paid invoice, okay? So in this industry, guys, you have to make sure that you are getting paid what you are worth. You don't want to be overworked and underpaid. And it can happen, right? Especially if you're charging one flat fee for everything. Okay. For those of you that are just joining, we're talking about mobile testing services. I'm Coach Portia. I help you get qualified to start your own mobile testing business. I help you get qualified as a specimen collector. With your certification, you can go on and start your own mobile testing service. If you want a brick and mortar location, you can get one. Several of my students, they do have brick and mortar locations, right? But guys, you can do this as a mobile collections. Okay. This is what companies need. If you do get a brick and mortar, I just say, hey, make sure that you're flexible, because companies need you to come to them. And especially, guys, you're just starting off. You don't want that overhead. You don't want that overhead. Okay. And you don't have to pay that, right? So you will be mobile. Okay. Mobile. Okay, guys. So let's get into the nitty gritty here. Okay. Guys, as a mobile collector, you have to understand in this industry, period, who you're dealing with. You are dealing with multi-million-dollar corporations. They have plenty of money, right? So they could care less about this little $500 that you're going to charge them for a service rendered. Okay, they don't care about that. Let me do this right quick for TikTok. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this right quick before I forget. Just to make sure I'm in what I'm supposed to be doing over here on TikTok. Okay. Period. Okay. Yeah, they could care less about that. What they want to make sure that they're looking for professionalism, flexibility. Can you show up when you say that you're going to show up? Outside of that, they don't care. Also, guys, you also have to realize in this industry who you're also dealing with, right? Why is this a recession proof industry, guys? This is a recession proof industry because it is federally mandated by law that these companies get tested. Okay, federally mandated by law that these companies get tested. Okay, so it's not an option, they have to get tested. Okay, so and they also have to be a part of a consortium. Okay, so anybody in logistics, anyone that drives a big truck, anyone that flies a plane, anyone that operates a train, anyone that public transportation and school bus, they fall under the Department of Transportation. They have CDL license, right? They have to get tested every quarter. So y'all listen to me, please. Every quarter, when you have this skill under your belt, you have the opportunity to get a bag. You're needed every quarter. You're needed anytime a company is hiring. Okay. Pre-employment, they have to get a test. Every quarter, they have to get a test. If there's an accident, post-accident, they have to get a test. At random, they have to get a collection, a test. Okay. Reasonable suspicion, they have to get a test. Return to duty, they have to get a test. Other, they have to get a test. Okay. Y'all got it? So anybody in logistics, you have distribution centers, you have fulfillment centers, you have shipping and receiving companies, you have port operation and dock workers. They have to get a test. Electricians, plumbers, HVAC, welding, roofing, concrete, anybody operating heavy equipment, crane operators, right? Taxis, tow companies, the airport, their airlines, flight schools, helicopter services. Oh my gosh, nursing. Hello, nursing homes, assisted living homes, rehab centers, behavioral health facilities, substance recovery programs. The list goes on and on. Public safety, guys, government, city and county workers, state, federal. Guys, the bag is out here. The bag is out here. It is not going anywhere. Okay. But anytime you are offering or rendering a service to these companies, you get a bag. My thing is, not only do I want to get you qualified, I want to make sure that you're getting paid in this space because that is what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're getting your bag. So this is one of my students' invoice, paid invoice. Okay. As you can see here, this was one from January 10th, but she did a BAT. Can y'all see it? She charged them $200. And I'm going to show y'all a couple of them so y'all can just see how the price is different. This is your business, right? So you can charge whatever you want to charge in this space, but just make sure you're not undercharging yourself. I really try to work with my students and make sure they're not undercharging themselves. Sometimes, fear and things like that can set in, but we're working on that because these companies got it. Okay. So anyway, she charged them $200 for a bag. She charged them $125 for a 5-panel screening. Okay, this was for a DOT screening. Can y'all see that? For $125. Can y'all see that? Let me know if you guys can see that in the comments. I want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Let me know if you guys can see that in the comments. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Let me know if you guys can see it. Thank you, YT. Over here on YT said they can see it. Okay, cool. All right. So, guys, that is a DOT screening. Thank you, Dave. A DOT screening. Okay. Guys, please don't charge under $125 for a DOT screening. Please. Please. Now, some people, if you're going through a TPA, they're not going to pay you like this. A TPA is a third-party administrator. Okay. TPAs, they're the middleman in between the lab and the company, right? Guys, you don't want to do all this work and then they pay you pennies. Some TPAs pay $10, $11, $18. Okay. Yeah, they send you business, but they're not going to pay you like this. Right. So please don't go under $125 for a test. Now, if you're doing multiple, if you're doing 9, 10 testing, 9 or 10 people, 11 people, 12 people. Yes, I do have one-on-ones. 9 people, 10 people, of course, then you can give them a little break because you're going to get, you making more with one location. Okay. But if you're just doing a one-off, then $125. Okay. $125 plus. Okay. Then She charged them $50 for on-site coordination and documentation. Okay. $50. I hope y'all see what's going on here. Guys, yes, you're charging for these things. Okay. She also charged them an extra $25 because she did something on the weekend, right? So that was an extra $25. She also charged the company $50 for a shy bladder because in this industry, when we're doing a collection, when the donor goes into the restroom, we need to have at least 45. They need to give you 45 milliliters of urine in the cup. Okay. So whatever happened, the guy didn't supply enough urine or whatever she did, she charged them $50 for that. Okay. Maybe because it was no longer an uneventful collection. That was probably another reason why she charged an extra $50 for that. But at the end of the day, charges will be charged. Okay. I actually sent her some information on where she can be charging more. Sent her another price list, baby. Listen, we ain't playing no games over here. And then also, time is money, right? Time is money. The donor was late. The donor was 30 minutes late. So she charged them what? An extra $50 for that. So, guys, the company ended up paying a total of $500 for this service. Okay. Now, ask yourself, how many hours do you have to work to generate $500? How many hours do you have to work to generate $500? Okay, guys, this is a high paying skill that pays the bills, right? But one, you have to be willing to do the work. Two, you have to be willing to charge. Hello, you are grown. You have grown bills and grown things going on. So therefore, you need grown folks pay, right? Now, it's easy to just, okay, I'm just going to let a TPA send me business. But guys, they're not paying. Listen, I talked to a young lady. She contacted me through one of my discovery calls, right? And she was like, listen, she has a lab. She has a location, and she said, I'm going through a TPA. She said, but they're only paying me $11. I said, you cannot do anything with that. She was like, but I'm kind of scared to ask for more because they're the only ones sending me money. I said, so what? They're not sending you, they're not giving you enough money, baby. You could be out here marketing your own business. Who cares? Y'all have to understand that you are needed in this space. You paid the money to get your qualification. You went through the training. You got a location. You got bills to pay. And you're going to sit up and let them pay you $10 because you're fearful? No. Guys, I need y'all to change y'all mindset out here. When you a business, you ain't got time to be playing no games with people. You could have stayed at your 9 to 5. If you're gonna let somebody pay you a little $11, what are you gonna do with that? You got to keep the lights on over there, baby. We ain't became no boss to be feeble. Hello, listen. As an entrepreneur, things change because you have to understand out here in this world, these people are about their money too. These people are about their money. And if they can get over, they're going to try to get over. Hello, I had to, baby, listen, let me tell you something. When me and my husband first started trucking, I was very, oh, hi, yes, thank you, do you mind? Baby, that went out the window real quick. Baby, and the dog had to come out. Because these people would try to dog you out and they would try to screw you over if you let them. This is business. It ain't got nothing to do with emotional. It ain't got nothing to do with personal. You can't be in your feelings. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. In this industry, it's about compliance. Hello? And compliance says that you got to pay me and you're going to pay me. Hello? For my time. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Hello? My base rate is if there's an uneventful collection. Hello? When it's no longer uneventful and I got to do documentation and I got to do something extra and I got to write something in the note section and I got to know. Now it's extra. Hello, you cannot be afraid to charge what you're worth out here. And what you have to understand and realize is that these companies don't care about this little change. Hello, you're on a different side now. Understand me. In the regular world, when somebody come to you with a $500 bill, you probably be like, come on, man, you got Afterpay? You got buy now, pay later. You got no. In these industries, baby, time is money. They gotta go. Hello. Okay, no problem. Some of these companies will try to pay you before you leave the house because this is what they need. They need you to come out so they can do what they got to do. Listen, you gotta somebody have an incident in a truck, post accident. Listen, it's $100,000 worth of freight on the back of this truck. Do you think they care about a little $500? Come in below. It's $100. Coming at $100,000. Do you think they care about that? They don't. This is how you're going to get out of the struggle and stay out of the struggle. You got to have something to sell, for sale, of service, and something to offer to a business. Hello? Let me say it again. If you want to get out of the struggle and stay out of the struggle, you have to have something to sell, for sale, of service, and something to offer to a business. No matter what, I will always have something to offer to a business. This is how I got out of the struggle when I left corporate America. Hello? Listen, when you trying to get out of the struggle, you ain't got time for no little $5 here, $6 here, $7 there. You ain't got time to be trying to fool with people that's trying to go back and forth with, oh, should I pay this or should I spend that? No, you ain't got time for that. You want to be in proximity with people that's going to pull the card out and do what they need to do. When I left corporate America and started my first business, I was my account was in a negative $249. But I made $2,000 my first day in business because I'm dealing with businesses. I need y'all to understand me here. No one should be struggling when these type of opportunities exist. You just got to get out of your own way. That is it. I'm literally on this platform every day talking about this opportunity. Every day. Go to my testimonials. I am a tree that produces fruit. Go to my testimonials. Hello? It's impossible to be connected to me and not get a bag. Everything attached to me wins. The only way you don't win is if you don't want to win. But you have to be willing to do the work, guys. So what is specimen collection and why is it needed? For those that's just coming in, we're going to start with the basics here because I need you to understand what it is that you have here and why you are a person of value, period, in this space. Guys, specimen collection is a required part of keeping the workplace safe. Hello? Safety, compliant, and federally aligned. Did you just hear what I said? It's federally aligned, guys, especially under the Department of Transportation. Hey, is that you, Tina? No, Linda. Lisa. Wait a minute. Tell me who you is, girl. Is that you? Is that Lisa? Is that Lisa? Okay. So, guys, there are two main categories. Lisa, hey, Lisa, that's one of my students. How you doing, girl? There are two main categories, guys. So we have DOT collections, okay? These are required under federal law, 49 CFR Part 40. Yes, I teach according to 49 CFR Part 40, okay? So this is for safety-sensitive industries such as trucking, aviation. One of my students, her very first collection was a helicopter crash. It's in my testimonials. Go look at it. I can play it after this. Because listen, I keep receipts. I am a tree that produces fruit. Hello? Her very first collection was a helicopter crash. She had to go to the hospital and do the collection. She did 3 collections. She made $1,800. Hello? Listen, put yourself in position to get a bag. Once you get qualified, your certification is valid in all 50 states for 5 years. Hello, it's a no-brainer because there's no such thing as job security out here. Hello, aren't we in the middle of a government shutdown right now? These people could care less if you pay your bills or not. Hello, but guess who ain't shut down? We not. Guess who doesn't shut down? We don't. Compliance doesn't close for anyone. Hello, guess who? We don't shut down. Y'all tap the screen for me. Transit, railroad, pipeline, and maritime. Okay, that's for DOT. Okay, non-DOT collections. These apply to private employers. Okay, organizations and programs that require testing for safety, insurance, compliance, and policy enforcement. We just went over a whole lot of them. Medical, anybody operating heavy machinery, everybody that's not CDL. Okay, so guys, anywhere people work, operate vehicles, care for others, or represent an organization, testing exists. Hello, testing exists. Hello, how can we be in compliance if it's not an office? Because of that has nothing to do with it, hun. As long as when you go to these locations, you're just gonna make sure you're following the same rules and make sure you're compliant when you're setting up your restroom, when you're doing the collection. It doesn't matter, just as long as you're in compliant. Okay. Once you're setting up your restrooms, doing your collections properly, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, then you're in compliance. Okay. So anywhere people work, operate vehicles, care for others, guys, this is needed, right? And guess what? These specimens do not collect themselves. If you go to the L tree in my BIO, you can register there. Guys, I do have payment plans available as well. Sizzle, Shop Pay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. Okay. My course, guess what? Not only are you going to be qualified to do DOT collections, you're also going to be qualified to do non-DOT collections. Okay. So you're going to get DOT, you're going to get non-DOT, you're going to get the mock prep, right? To make sure that you do this right. You're going to get your certifications. Hello. You're going to get community support. You're going to get marketing strategies. Guys, I have so much in my training. Okay. So much in my training. And if you just apply what you're learning in the training and do what I'm telling you to do, you cannot go wrong. But you got to just be willing to do it. Okay. You have to be willing to do it. Okay. So guys, as a collector, you're going to ensure that the process is done correctly, professionally, and compliantly. Compliantly. So no matter where you go, you're going to make sure that it's done compliantly. Guys, we're collecting urine. That's it. We're collecting urine. That's all we're doing. Okay, putting it in a cup, collecting it, doing what we need to do with it, ship it off. That's it. Okay. So guys, you can be mobile. Right? You can travel to the job sites, the facilities, the offices, events in remote locations. Okay. You are paid per collection with additional fees for travel, after-hour services, and on-call availability. Look at the invoice. You see it? Look at the invoice. This is what you pay. You're not going to charge no one flat fee. If you're only charging one flat fee, baby, it's going to be hard for you to get out the struggle. You're going to be pissed. You're going to be mad. You'll be like, dang, I'm doing all this work and I'm not getting paid. Right? But if you bump your head a couple times, you'll be like, okay, I'm done. Listen, we all go through it. You're going to be like, okay, I'm done. I can't keep letting them do me like this now. Listen, when you come to these people, these little cheap rates, they probably be like, oh, dang. Oh, wow. Because listen, one of my students went to a location. It was a post accident, right? She had to go out. It was probably like 11 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was. But the lady told her, listen, if we wouldn't have gotten this done within 2 hours, we were going to have to get hit. They was going to get hit with a violation of $10,000. Are you hearing me? Guys, in this industry, baby, it's a money grab. It really is. That's why the DOT charge what they charge. It really is a money grab. They be doing it to the people. But it is what it is, right? This is what they're trying to avoid. They could care less about their little $500, $1,800, whatever you're trying to charge them, baby. They trying to make sure they don't get hit with no $10,000 fine or more. And they got work to do. Like I said, they got work to do. They're in the middle of a project. They're on the way to a load. They got to deliver a load or what have you. They don't care nothing about this. This is chump change to them. Hello, it's a no-brainer. You want to be connected. You want to be doing business with somebody where they have disposable funds. They don't care nothing. Hello, do you want to be having to worry about dealing with somebody that's count pennies? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait. I need you. I got to wait till I get paid next month. I gotta wait till I get paid next week. No, they ain't got to wait on nothing, baby. They swiping the card, writing a check, sending a wire transfer. Hello. This why it was no problem for me to come offline for 2 years to start trucking with my husband. Cause these companies, they ain't play. Listen, no convincing. Here you go. Cause they got things they got to do. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You want to be connected to a business. Okay. You're paid per collection. Look at the invoice. Okay. Guys, this is not just a job. This is a skill. This ain't a job. What they say job is just over broke. This is not what this is. This is a skill. It's a business. It's a career. Guys, and it's recession proof. This industry is not optional. Hello? It's not optional. It's required. Understand me and understand me well. It is required. Companies must stay compliant, whether the economy is good or bad. If it's a government shutdown or not, it doesn't matter. People still get hired every day. And when they have to get hired, guess what they need? They need a pre-employment screening. Hello? Incidents still happen. And when they happen, guess what? They need a screening. How do I start? Click the L tree in my bio and register there. Payment plans are available: Sizzle, Shop Pay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. My course is right now $600. $600. Okay. Random testing still happens. It don't matter what's going on in the world. A random is happening right now. Listen, know how they had those commercials? Someone's home has been broken. Listen, a random is happening right now as we speak. Thousands of randoms are happening right now. Guess what? Post-accident. An accident is happening right now. Guys, y'all see them happen every day, all day. But you don't really pay no attention because you ain't in the industry. Once you get in the industry, you be like, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Look at that business. Cha-ching. Baby, cha-ching, cha-ching me. Hello? Happens every day. Federal requirements do not pause. I don't care what's going on. That's a no-brainer, guys. Your job can fire you today. Your job can fire you today. Guess who's still gonna be moving? Compliance. Compliance. Hey girl. I'm ready to get this bag. Get this bag. Click the L tree in my bio to get started over there on YT. Yeah, we're on school. I'm on school. SKOOL. I'm in school. That's what the training is. Thank y'all over here on YT. Guys, it doesn't matter what's going on. Your job can fire you today. Let's talk about that right quick. My student Yolanda, right? I'm gonna let y'all hear her testimonial right quick. Because I got receipts. It's impossible to be connected to me and not get a bag. I'm gonna keep telling y'all. Y'all think it's a game. It's not a game. You gotta be willing to do the work though. You gotta be willing to do the work. You gonna do the work? If you willing to do the work, it's out here. You ain't got to be out here begging for no seat at the table, baby. It's here. You need it. Listen to this.
Officially got certified. I officially got certified last Thursday. I get a text message from one of my associates from the bus company. She had 32 people needed to test it. Testing 18 people. We did about 12 DOT, and the other one was non-DOT. That was 1586, right? So good. I think that money come through my account. Lock in. It's 7 for 3 hours of work. 3 hours of work.
It happened so fast for you.
And it did.
I was like, Yolanda was standing on some law, baby. Law of faith, law of obedience, law of seed and harvest. Listen, she was marketing. Like, that's the type of energy that you gotta have out here.
The money is out here. Tell you. That was an easy $1,500 for 3 hours of work.
Yes.
Right? What you thinking it?
All it takes is a yes.
Mm-hmm.
You say yes, God do the right
money. My money was funny, but I'm like, God, you gotta make a way. He did just that. So I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Y'all better get on the board. I'm telling you, you try to work above the people, want to work for yourself.
And I was saying it.
Right.
I don't sell courses. I create winners. Period.
Create winners. Period.
Okay, let's stop here. Yolanda, as you can see, she took my course, right? She was working her business while taking my course. And guess what she was doing? She was marketing her business at the same time. This is why I tell y'all, this is the perfect time to build a business while you're at your peak. Learn a new skill while you are at your peak. 2 days after she got qualified, as you can see, she made 1,500, what she said, 1,586 in 3 hours. Okay. But guess what? 9 days later, she got fired from her job out of nowhere. Nowhere. No. They just fired her. Right? 9 days later, she contacted me. She said, girl, they fired me today. I said, good, because that job holding you back anyway. You can't even go out here and make the bread that you want to because that job is holding you back. She got fired around 5 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock that night, she was out doing a collection for $450. She's still working. She's still getting to the bag to this day. She ain't went back to nobody's clock. Guys, these jobs are being away sometimes. And that's just real talk. Because you on the hamster wheel, that's your comfort zone. And I'm not telling everybody to leave their job. That's not, everybody ain't built that way. I'm just saying, that job had you real comfortable. It had you real comfortable. It was keeping her from getting to her bag. And then guess what? They just fired her out of nowhere. There's no such thing as job security. There's no such thing as job security. They'll fire you whenever they want to, whenever they feel like it. They don't care if you got bills, if you got kids, if you got a mortgage. They don't care. They answer, oh, you know what? Let me ask you a question. Do you mind if we let you go today? Then let you work the whole day, 5 o'clock, and fire you. What happens when people lose their job? They back on the hamster looking for another one. If she wouldn't have gotten certified in marketing her business, she would have went right back to the hamster wheel. Hello? She went right back to that hamster wheel of struggle, baby. Because y'all, listen, there's no secret. Is there a secret? Is there a secret? We all know that jobs don't pay enough for you to get out of the struggle. They pay you just enough to come back. They'll never truly pay you what you're worth. We know this. Don't we all know this? Is that a secret that we can we not talk about it? I'm wondering. I'm just wondering. Me and my husband both struggled. We both had jobs and we both still struggled working for people. And my husband had his CDL. Working for other people, he couldn't make no damn money. He was getting like $800 a week, a little $900 a week. A professional driver, maybe sometime, bro. It was horrible. Hello, horrible, guys. Inflation is inflationing, but guess what hasn't went up? Pay. They're not going up on anybody's pay. Nobody should have to be working 2 and 3 jobs to survive. Hello. No one should have to be working that much. My husband didn't start seeing his money until he went from working for people to independent contractor through a company. He bought his own truck and he started working as a owner operator. That's what they call it, owner operator. You know, so then, but he was still working. My husband worked hard, like hard for $5,000. I mean, hard. Like, bro was never at home. Like work. He'll come home just for a little bit, maybe like an hour, and then he back on it again. You know what I'm saying? For $5,000, he be working hard for that $5,000, right? But then when he really cut out the middleman, that's when he really started seeing his money. When he started his own business, hello, and he ain't have to work that hard. Hello, I'll send him on one run, boom, he good. Hello, $2,700 one run, man. Come on, man. These people don't care. You got to cut out the middleman if you want to see your money, but you got to get out of fear. Baby, you got to do it scared. You got to do it broke, and you have to do it unsure. Because no one knows. Do you think Yolanda knew that she was going to get fired from her job? Do you think that Yolanda knew that she was going to make over $1,500 soon after she got qualified? Hold on, let me show you another invoice. Here go Yolanda. I got a Yolanda invoice right here. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. I'm going to find ya. Let's see. This got to be one. Right here, look at that, $520. She's still working. She's still making money. Hello? Do you think she knew? No, because everybody mind, the first thing your mind go to is failure. How am I gonna do that? Why would anybody call me? Why am I so like, come on, man. That's the first thing people mind go to. This is why so many people are still stuck in the situation that they are in, because their own mind, they put themselves in, okay, I'm gonna fail. Oh, I can't do that. Why would anybody call me? Why would they call her? Because she's available. That's why. They went on Google. Hello? Testing near me. Boom. And she popped up. This is why, guys, this is why the labs partner with us. Hello? This is why the labs partner with us. Why? Because we help them make money and save money at the same time. These people are extremely smart. Listen to me. Success leaves clues. I keep telling y'all. Success leaves clues. Why are they partnering with us? Well, first of all, they understand that Ann is better than Nan. What is that, Portia? What you mean by that? Ann is better than Nan. Well, first of all, they send us all of our supplies for free, right? You're going to partner with the lab. They're going to send you your supplies. But guess what? Once you do the collection, you got to ship it to somebody, right? It needs to be shipped to the lab for the screening, okay? They charge us for that. You can be paying $6, $8, $9, $10, $12, $16, $28, whatever. But they charge for that. But we ain't taking the charge. We put that on the customer. I ain't taking that charge. We put it on the customer. Okay. So anyway, the lab every company wants to expand. Expansion means more money, right? If you want to go fast, you go by yourself. If you want to go further, you bring people with you. Hello, bring people with you. Okay. It will cost them billions of dollars. Ain't no telling, to open up 30,000 locations. Come on, y'all. Hello, 30,000. Every company wants to expand. Every company wants, yeah, we got 30,000 locations across the United States, right? But that's going to take time, money, licensing, a lot of little different things that they're going to need, okay, to get that done. But when they partner with us, hello, we help them make money and save money. So if they got 30,000 partners across the United States, and they making a little just $1,800 per month per location, guys, that's $54 million per month. $54 million per month. Hello. Employees are a liability, man. They want to be able to make money without the risk, without the problems. They're paying the employees to be on the clock. So they're not using their unique gifts, skills, and talents to bring them no money. They paying them. And then they got to pay them 401k and workers' comp, and if they get hurt, and insurance, and this and this and that. They don't want to do that. Y'all already know this, man. Employees are a liability. This is why how many people, how many was it? 80,000? No, my bad. Over 300,000, 400,000 Black people lost their jobs since July. That's not a coincidence that 400,000 Black people lost their jobs since July. Hello, the man said it out his mouth. We gotta have somebody to work on the farms. Come on, man. A farm near you. This is where they want. This is where they want you, on a farm, picking berries and cherries, bananas and apples, and that's what they want. That's not a coincidence. Hello. Anyway, I digress. So a young lady commented on my post. She was like, listen, I went to school for something. I forgot what she said she went to school for. I'm going to have to find it. But she was like, are they really hiring? Because I've been trying to get a job at the lab, but they won't hire me. She said, I feel like I went to school for nothing. And that's what I told her. That's the problem, baby. You trying to work for them. They don't want to hire employees. They want partners. They don't want the risk. They don't want that. So you didn't go to school for nothing. You just need to hire yourself. That's the problem. They don't want employees. They want partners. These people want to make money. Hello? And we're out here making money, so they're getting some of it too. Understand? That don't make sense to y'all? I just told you they got 30,000 across the United States. If they're getting a little $1,800 per month, that's 54 million. Even if they were just getting $1 million, let's bring it down. $1 million a month. Bro. Hello? They don't need nobody working at their location. They don't never have to hire anybody because we out here doing the work. We're boots to the ground. Hello? We're marketing our businesses. That's what it takes. You have to market your business. Hello? We're marketing. We're in the Chamber of Commerce. We're on GMB. Hello? One of my students just got a contract with a fire department and a law office. Hello? Baby? But listen, the labs, they got brick and mortars. They not open on weekends. They close at 5 o'clock. They're not open on holidays. They're not getting any of this money. So they like, damn, what can we do to make sure we're getting more money? This is how smart people think. What can I do to get more money? Hello? They're in business to continue to stay in. They're in business to make money. It's a no-brainer. Heck yeah, they see we are. Oh yeah, that's who we want to be with. We want to work with them. No problem. Y'all need supplies? No problem. No problem. Because they're still getting something out of the deal. Guys, they're getting something out of the deal. It's a no-brainer, man. These people ain't crazy. They smart as hell. And I'm trying to show y'all how to get to the bread too. But you got to get qualified. You got to get out your feelings and get qualified. Okay? So anyway, let's go back. I digress. How do we get over there? Anyway, guys, so let's talk about if you went to a location, okay? So if you went to a location, you did an on-site for $100. On-site, you charge them $100 and you did 5 people, okay? And that's just a flat rate, okay? On-site, hello, that's convenience. If I'm coming to you, that's convenience. Because if you send your people off-site to a location to go get a test, baby, that's going to put a disruption in your whole day. They missing out on money doing that, right? So that's just the base flat fee. If it's an uneventful, $100, you do 5, that's $500 in a day right there. Hello? Guys, this industry does not care about your background. They don't care nothing about your background. Hello? They care about compliance, professionalism, and reliability. Can you do that? Can you be professional? Can you make sure that things are stay in compliance? Because they don't know nothing about compliance. They just trying to listen. They started a construction company. They ain't gonna learn nothing about no compliance, nothing about no collections, nothing about none of that. That's why they want you. That's why they need you to do that. Make sure that they are audit ready. Make sure they got the documentation is correct. Guys, let me tell y'all something else too. There's a lot of people that work at the lab that do things wrong. There's so many of my students say, oh my gosh, we've been doing things wrong. When they come in my course and they see how it's supposed to be done correctly, they was like, oh my gosh. They have to unlearn and relearn. They like, dang, I've been going to work and I've been having to do it right. They like, why are you doing it like that? Because baby, you're doing it wrong. Hello? Can you do that? Make sure things are compliant. Be professional. Documentation. Ship it off. Send it to the lab. Can you do that? You can do that. You can do that. And something else y'all need to understand the mindset of buyers out here. These companies, right? They don't buy testing. That's not what they're buying. They don't buy testing. They buy solutions to the problems, right? Solutions to problem. And their problem is time loss. So you showing up to them convenience, baby. You make sure they ain't missing out on no time. Hello? A problem to them is liability. That's a problem for them. They can't listen, they don't know nothing about no tests. They don't know nothing about no documentation. They don't know nothing about that. They started a construction company. They started a trucking company. They ain't want to do all that. Hello? A problem for them is compliance risk. Baby, they don't want to get hit with no $16,000 plus per violation. They don't want that. Hello? Documentation pressure. Look, we don't want to do all that. We don't even want to learn all that. They don't want to learn all that. That's where you come in at. Hello? Don't worry about documentation pressure, time loss, or compliance risk. This is what you put in your pamphlets. Hello? This is what you put in your marketing material. And right there, oh, wow, you are already speaking their language. Hello? When you speak directly to their pain, documentation pressure, time loss, compliance risk, liability, you win. Hello? You win. Because all these people out here, I can give you cheap tests. Baby, that ain't closing them. they don't care about no cheap tests. They got plenty of money. You talking to a multi-million-dollar company, you think you give a damn about a cheap test? No. Does that make sense? Hello? You're talking to their pain. You got a man that just ate the hottest pepper in his life, okay? A man, he just put the hottest pepper in his mouth, baby. He feel like his tongue is about to fall off, and he feel like he about to check up out of here. Hello? You got somebody with a cup of water and somebody with $1 million. Which one do you think is going to benefit this man more? Hello? The cup of water or the $1 million? Comment below. He just ate the hottest peppers in his life. He about to check up out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. He needs some water. Thank you. Come on now. He need water. Y'all got to see, the issue is a lot of people that struggle with money. That's what they think about. They lead with the money. Oh, I can do it for cheap. I can do it for cheap. I can do it for cheap. Not in this world. Over here, you no longer have to think about no money like that. Not with them. Not with these companies. They don't care about that. Don't even talk to them like that. Listen. Don't even talk to them like that. Money is not an option. It's not an object for them. They don't care about that. It's no problem. Hello, no problem. So guys, you got rural areas. Hello, I be telling y'all. Everybody want to run. Everybody in the city making a bag. Nobody goes to the rural areas. Nobody. That's where you go. They need you over there too. Make your presence known before you show up. Get a billboard. You know, you get a billboard in the rural area for starting at like $75. Did you know that? You can get on the radio starting at about $35. Hello? Make your presence known. When you get there, oh my gosh, yeah, we see your billboard. Oh my gosh, we heard you on the radio. Right? When you go there, baby, they happy that you are there. Guys, you will be surprised at how many companies that you talk to that are out of compliance. Out of compliance. They listen, they fingers crossed, because they don't know when they're going to get hit with an audit, baby. They just rolling the dice. They don't know, but they riding dirty. They move like that. It happens. I can tell you from personal experience. When me and my husband first started our trucking company, we were, baby, same way. He was the only one driving. So if I get a notification that he got to go get a test, baby, that ain't happening. Because he got 12 containers he trying to pull out of the port. Baby, my husband will work like he 10 men. So I know this happens, but on a larger scale. Because if we do it, they do it too. Everybody does it. You see what I'm saying? They got projects that they trying to complete, deadlines they got to meet. Baby, they need all boots on the ground. So you showing up to make sure that they are not getting hit with these very large, very huge fees. Hello, baby. They is not playing with them. They on their necks. They are on their necks. Okay? On their necks. Any questions? Let me see if I missed any questions. Any questions? Thank you. Any questions? Oh, wait a minute. Let me get over here on YT right quick and FB and IG. Facts. They in my way, but they in your way, girl. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Because I'm not telling y'all to do something that I've never done. And I'm not telling y'all to do this now. Okay. Y'all have to realize I've been practicing mindset for about 6 years. So my mindset is different. I don't think any negative. I don't speak negative. Oh, I don't speak negative. You know, you can't help the type of thoughts that come in your mind, but I don't entertain negative thoughts. I don't speak anything negative out of my mouth. Right. So my mindset is different. So before me and my husband started trucking, I told him, I said, listen, because we had put it off for probably about a year. Like time goes by really fast and we're not even thinking about it. We're just working, you know, but we just constantly was putting it off. And I told him, I said, listen, you're going to have to quit your job. You're going to have to quit what you're doing. And I'm going to have to step away from what I'm doing so we can get this done. Because as long as we got money coming in, we're going to listen to that. That's so crazy that I'm talking about this in the job that he was working at. Why are they sending this text message? Let me see something. What is that? Look at that. They got a chassis shortage. That's so crazy. Anyway, that is so crazy. Anyway, I said, as long as you got money coming in, I got money coming in, we will never get this done. You're going to have to quit and I'm going to have to step away from what I'm doing. Right. He was like, what you mean? Quit my job? Like, yeah, because we're not going to get this done. We're comfortable. Right. We got money coming in. We got that comfort right there that we won't come up off of. Right. So if you quit and I come up from what I'm doing, what we going to do? We're going to barbecue a meal. What we going to do? Run through our savings? That ain't going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we had to do. And we got it done. Right. That job was a comfort. It was a comfort for us. So that's why we kept putting it off. Some of y'all have been wanting to get into this industry for a long time, just sitting back watching. Some of you guys have been wanting to do something. You seeing everybody else winning, but your comfort level and your fear. Hello. Oh, I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. Then next thing you know, a year then went by. Prices then went up, inflation, but your money has stayed the same. Now you're in a situation where you can't even level up if you wanted to. Guys, $600 should be nothing. No one should have to wait years to come up with $600. That lets you know that you got to change if you want to see a change, baby. Nothing's going to change unless you change. Sitting around waiting to know, baby, that ain't how it works. Faith without works is dead, baby. You got to put in the work. You got to follow principle. You got to sow seed in order to reap a harvest. I stand in law number 7, baby, law of multiplication. Baby, I'm always working. I'm always moving. I'm always consistent. No matter if it's quiet, if I got a clap, if I get a like, a share, a comment, it don't matter. Because I understand the laws. I understand principle law. I'm not tricked by what I see with my natural eye. I know that if I sow a seed, it has to give me a predictive result. I know that. So I ain't make no money today. Oh, I ain't make no money. Ain't nobody said nothing. I quit. What? Baby, I left corporate America over 13 years ago. Hello? You don't think I've had ups and downs and baby, moments of, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Do you hear me now? Do you see me now? Hello? Baby, you have to continue to work for yourself and, baby, put in the work for yourself. Because, listen, if you can do it for them, you can do it for you too. Who told you that you couldn't be successful? Who told you that the only way that you can produce income is if you're going on somebody else's clock? Do y'all not see what's going on around this world? There are so many successful women. Baby, there are successful women out here doing the thing, baby. Making it happen because there's too many ways out here to get a bag to struggle. Listen, No one should be struggling. It's too many ways out here to get a bag. You should be getting paid off your own unique gifts, talents, skills. Hello, you have dominion over your own life, over your own circumstances, over your own gifts. Are you going to use them? You were given the power to obtain wealth. Hello, did you know that? Comment below. Let me know. I'll be right back. I'm waiting on y'all comments. If I let this go. What a comment said. Y'all see that? See, this is what I've been talking about. Do you know you have dominion? Do you know that you have the power to obtain wealth? Comment below. Are you money? I need somebody to comment, I am money. Finna see what your mindset is and see if you understand your true power. I am money. Comment below. I am money. Let's go. I am money. Law number 9. I am money. Comment below. I'm trying to help you. Comment below. Scared. Thank you. Come on over here. Come on now, Miss Smith, over here on YT. Somebody will say it. Power of the tongue. Guys, you have power in your tongue. Yeah, you hear people say, watch what you say. That ain't just a cliche. That's for real. Power of the tongue. What it means. Your words are seeds. The law of words says what you speak creates your reality. Words can build or break, give life or drain it. Hello? So if you know you have power in your tongue, why aren't you speaking the things that you want, not what you don't want? Hello? Think of words like paint. Every time you speak, you're painting a picture of your life. If you keep saying, I'm broke, I'm tired, I can't, then you're painting a broke, tired, powerless life. Hello? If you speak, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm equipped, you're painting a future of strength and possibilities. Hello? This is law number 9 in my book, Kingdom Laws. If y'all don't have my Kingdom Laws, go to the L tree in my bio, get the Kingdom Laws. It's $37. How to use it. In business, speak success and favor over your work, even before it shows up. In finances, stop saying, I'm broke. Say, I'm learning to manage my money, or wealth flows to me easily and effortlessly. Hello, in family, speak life into your kids, your spouse, and yourself. Words shape the atmosphere in your home. In personal growth, use affirmations and declarations to reprogram your mind and spirit. I'm protected, I'm health, I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm money, and I always make it. Provision, provision, provision. This is my mouth. These are my words. This is my power. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am strong. Hello, I am healthy. I am wealthy. Hello, I'm a money magnet. My name is spoken positively in rooms I ain't never walked in before. Hello? That's your power, and you won't even use it? Come on now. Come on now, come on now. Y'all know I'm gonna touch on this. If you know Coach Portia, you know I'm gonna touch on this. Hello? That's law number 9. Hello? That's law number 9. Let me give y'all one of my personal example, my life example. This is listen. I go deep in it, in my book. Go over there and get it. When I created my DNA curriculum, the mental warfare was heavy. Thoughts came like, who's going to listen to you? Why would anybody want this? But instead of agreeing with those words, I spoke back. This will bless people. This will set a standard. This will open doors. Every word I spoke was like hammering a nail into the foundation I was building. And even before then, when I left $2,000 a day income to help someone make their first $1,200 a week, I wasn't just moving with my actions. I was speaking over the assignment. I kept saying, this isn't about me. This is about people. This is about helping people. And that's exactly what multiplied. That's exactly what it multiplied into. Hello. If you don't like the picture you're looking at, change the words. You're painting with your mouth, baby. Your mouth is a brush. Baby, I don't care. My manifestations work for me, whether I believe them or not. So y'all need to stop playing. Whether you believe it or not. Speak. That's your power. That's what God gave you. You literally the whole blueprint out here and don't even know it. And wonder why you still in the same situation. Baby, that's what you speaking over your life. I don't like this. I don't like that. I can't. That baby, you put law vibration. Law number one. Let's go law vibration right quick. Law number one. Law of these are the kingdom principles, baby. These are universal laws. They work for anybody, baby. Just like gravity, baby. It works. Don't matter if you believe it or not. Jump off that car and see what happens. Jump off that car and see what happened to you. Law of vibration. Everything is energy. Nothing is really still. Not your body, not your thoughts, not your words. Everything carries a frequency. The law of vibration means you attract what matches your energy. If your energy is scarcity, lack, fear, baby, that's what's going to match you, baby. Hello. Think about tuning a radio. If you set on 95.5 FM, you can't pick up 102.3. Same with life. If you're vibrating in fear, doubt, or lack, you're tuned into that frequency, and that's what shows up. But if you align with gratitude, faith, and expectation, baby, I'm always expecting. You pull in blessings and opportunities at that higher frequency. How to use it? Start your day raising your vibration through prayer, gratitude, or even music that shifts your mood. Y'all know this is energy in that music. And people driving all fast and stuff type of music. They got people in the club. You scared. Next thing you know, it's a fight. Hello. Pay attention to your words and emotions. They carry vibrations that call things in. Before walking into a business deal, raise your vibration so you're walking in confidence, not desperation. Hello. Oh, I gotta hear myself. Oh, Lord, baby. I am money. I am money. I've been saying this for years. I am money. Hello. When you show up, the money shows up. All you got to do is show up. Hello. Here go another one. It's putting y'all in my business, but it's over there. When I lost everything, I could have stayed in a low vibration of fear. Instead, I shifted into gratitude for what I still had. That shift pulled in $80,000 in 4 months simply because I refused to vibrate at fear. I tuned myself into faith and expect. Oh, baby, I'm always expecting. And the opportunities matched my frequency. I'm always expecting. I'm always vibrating high. I understand who I am. I understand these kingdom laws, and I stand on them. And I'm always going to show up. I'm always going to show up. I'm always going to show up, baby, because I understand how it works. Y'all don't even understand. Baby, I will come live and would nobody be on here. Nobody. Baby, I started going live July 3rd. Nobody will be on here. Nobody. I have one person, one view. Thank you. I still showed up. 2 view. You know, people go live and have 1 view and hang up. They be like, ain't nobody on there. Ain't nobody on there. I ain't got but 2 people watching. I ain't getting on there. Baby, I steward what I have well. And I express gratitude, and my demeanor doesn't change because I understand and I know what's going on behind the scenes that I can't see. Hello. But I know it's happening. July 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. July 10th, I said, let me get ready to go live. Here go that thought. Ain't nobody on there. Ain't nobody gonna be on there. You stupid. Ain't nobody gonna be on that live. Right? July 10th, I said, well, I'm just gonna go in here and talk to my 5 people. How do you overcome fear, guys, with action? That's how you overcome fear. With action. I turned my live on. I made close to 10,000. I think it was 9,000 something that day. Right? I ended up making 26,000, 30,000 in 1 week. Really like 4 days. Because I continue to show up and I continue to sow my seeds and I watch my vibration. Baby, I watch the words that come out of my mouth. This is what y'all don't understand. How it will get done ain't my business. I just know it's going to get done. Baby, you can trip into wealth. You can trip into, well, let me see if I got it, because y'all be thinking. Y'all probably be thinking, oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I got it on here. Because, baby, I don't mind. I don't mind. Did I put it on here? Is it on here? Let me see if it's on here. It's probably on my other phone. It's probably on my other phone. Is it on here? It's probably on my other phone. I continue to show up, baby. Oh, listen. You can trip in the wealth. Y'all don't understand. You got to be willing to do the work. People don't want to do the work. People ain't willing to do the work. Anyway, I digress. How do we get here? Anyway, I digress. I'm just saying, man, y'all got to stop playing with yourself. Y'all got to tap in. Anyway, how do you get started, guys? Click the L tree in my bio. Let's go over this course right quick. Let's go over what's in the course. Let's go over what's in the course right quick for you guys, so you can understand what you're getting. What you're getting. Okay. Let's go over here. Oh, guys, who in Dallas? Dallas, Texas. I will be in Dallas, Texas, March 14th. March 14th for live in-person training. So if you're in Dallas, Texas, meet me in Dallas, Texas, March 14th. March 14th. Register for the in-person training March 14th. March 14th. Okay, guys. So start your mobile testing business today. No degree required. Fast track qualification. Be your own boss in a federally backed recession-proof industry. Okay. If you've been looking for a real skill, you can start your own business. One that's federally mandated, recession-proof, and in demand across all 50 states. Okay, all 50 states. This course is for you. Inside my specimen collected course, you'll learn step-by-step how to become certified to perform DOT and non-DOT collections. You can start offering testing services for companies, agencies, and organizations in your area. What you'll learn: DOT, Department of Transportation, covers 49 CFR Part 40, the federal regulations that governs all DOT testing procedures. You'll learn how to collect specimens properly, follow the chain of custody, and stay compliant with federal law. You'll test for industries like trucking and logistics, aviation, pipeline and oil, transit and railroad, maritime. DOT testing is federally regulated, which means once you know this skill, your services are always needed. Non-DOT, learn how to perform collections for private employers and organizations that still require testing, even though they're not federally regulated. You'll serve industries like construction, school and universities, hospitals and clinics, staffing agencies, government offices, corporate employers, and more. Non-DOT collectors are in demand everywhere, from re-entry programs to workforce development centers. What's included in the course? Online self-paced training, complete at your own speed, mock exam to test your readiness, marketing strategies to help people land their first client, lab partnership guidance, community support for certified collectors, certificate of completion when you finish. Drug testing is not optional. It's a federal requirement for many employers and a liability safeguard for others. Even in a slow economy, companies still have to test, which makes this one of the most recession-proof businesses you can start. What you can do after this course: you can start your own mobile testing business, partner with labs, contract with companies, re-entry programs, or staffing agencies, add testing services to your existing business. I do have on here, staffing companies, You can partner with third-party administrators, but I do not recommend that, but that's something you can do. Or become a trainer through the trainer bundle and start certifying others. Okay. So guys, that is what you will get in that. Yep, shy bladder fee. Guys, don't work for free. Don't work for free, Betty Boop. Shy bladder free fee. For those of you that's interested in being a trainer, if you want to get into this industry and train others, let's go over that right quick. Get qualified, get paid, get respected, earn from 10 plus streams of income in a federally backed recession proof industry. Okay. This bundle is for the go-getters, the ones who want to learn the skill, teach the skill, and build a legacy business while helping others win. When you enroll in the Specimen Collector Plus Trainer bundle, you're not just taking a course, you're securing your place in a billion-dollar industry that's federally mandated and recession proof. You'll learn how to perform DOT and non-DOT collections, how to stay compliant with 49 CFR Part 40, and how to train and certify others to do the same. This bundle gives you both sides of the industry, the hands-on skill and the authority to teach. Why this industry is so powerful. Testing isn't going anywhere. It's required by law, transportation, construction, government, healthcare, and more. That means collectors and trainers are always in demand. While colleges enroll millions of students and generate nearly $993 billion per year teaching degrees that don't always lead to jobs, you'll be enrolling students in a skill that can start paying them immediately. You're not just learning, you're creating opportunities for yourself and others. 10 plus streams of income you'll open. By completing this bundle, you position yourself to earn from multiple directions. Get paid to perform DOT collections, get paid to perform non-DOT collections, get paid to offer the DOT course, get paid to offer the non-DOT course, get paid to conduct mock exams, get paid to teach the trainer course, get paid to host workshops and live trainings, get paid to mentor new collectors and instructors, get paid to consult companies on compliance, get paid to conduct refresher courses. And that's just the beginning. Your potential multiplies when you become the authority. What's included? The full specimen collector course, DOT, non-DOT, the full trainer qualification course, mock exam training, marketing strategies to attract students and clients, lab partnership guidance, instructor handbook, and students material, community support plus mentorship, certificate of completion for both programs. Everything is online and self-paced, complete at your own time for anywhere in the U.S. Why does bundle make sense? Individually, these courses are powerful, but together they create a complete business model that pays you for your skills, your knowledge, and your impact. With this bundle, you become the collector and the trainer, meaning you can collect tests, train new collectors, and certify them under your own brand. You're building your own system just like colleges do, but faster, smarter, and purpose-driven. Those are for those that want to be trainers, train others. You can train your own employees, train other people, employees, start your own virtual training center from anywhere. You got a laptop. And like I said, you add on multiple streams of income for yourself. That bundle is DOT, non-DOT, and the trainer is $1,500 only. Only $1,500. Any questions? And guys, with that bundle, you actually can train under my training. So that means that you won't have to put your own training together. Your training will just really be my training, and you can use my training to train. But if you want to put your own course together, you can. It's really up to you. Really up to you. Any questions? Any questions? Let me see what we got over here. Come on, speak them loud. You know I love speaking them loud, girl. Any questions, guys, before I end the live? Any questions? Oh, thank you, guys. I got new followers over here. Thank you, guys, for the gifts. Thank you, guys, for the shares. For the shares and the likes and just interacting with me today. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions before I end the live today? Any questions? Green giant. Any questions? Hardest part, guys, is just getting out of your own way. You have a question? I'm ready. You have a question? I'm ready. What's your question? What is your question? What is your question? Floor is open for questions. Floor is open for questions. Should we contact the companies or charge as we collect? What do you mean by that? So first of all, if I hope this is what you're talking about. Whenever you talk to a company and they want to know your fee, I hope we're going the right way here. I don't know if we're going the right way. um, you're letting them know that your base fee is your flat rate. So if you're doing a DOT, your flat rate fee is $125 if it's an uneventful collection. So they already know from jump that, okay, if it's uneventful, this is what it's going to be, $125. But if you're traveling, you're paying for mileage and stuff like that. Is that what you mean? Because there's not going to be any surprises with them when you're talking to them. They already know off jump that if there's anything that happened, they're going to pay. Can I join the live? Okay, yeah, give me 1 second. What's the average I could do for shy bladder? 50 to 125. Yeah, join my live. You have to request to join though. Because it don't even give me an option to invite you on here. So you have to request to join. Yeah, 50 to 125. It's really up to you. There she go. Hey. I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. I want to say thank you so much for all the information.
You're welcome.
So my question is, so basically, like earlier, how you were explaining this, the other invoice, and you were saying how like the person was late, so she charged for that. So she charged for that.
Right.
You were going into explaining it, and you're like, all your fees are paid, like you make your fees known from upfront.
Right.
I guess I'm asking, like, when I contact the company to say, hey, in the event of this, I charge this, or is it just, hey, I can't, this is what happened, I charge for these things, here's the invoice.
Right. No. So you let them know up front. So whenever you talk, like some companies, they'll ask, how much do you charge? And you let them know, well, my base fee starts at 125. Do I need to come to you? Okay, then there's going to be mileage fee, right? In the case of there's an event, because whenever we're doing collections, we're hoping for uneventful collections. But if there is an eventful, then there's going to be extra charges on that. And they just say, okay. They don't be like, well, how much is that? Well, because you're not dealing with those type of companies that they're counting pennies. They just know, okay, if something happens, then we know we're gonna have to pay. And that's it.
That's why I was confused.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome, Bliss. Because charges will be charged. I don't know how to hang you up. Let me see. Let me see how I do that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Listen, y'all, charges will be charged. Y'all don't be afraid to charge these people, right? And then you will have some people like let me see if I got this invoice. Did I show that one? Oh, I got a couple of hers. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So let's look at this one. Like on hers, she charged $250 for emergency service, right? $250, right? I don't know what time of the day it was, but she charged them $250 for after hour service. And then she did a DOT collection, 125. She did an alcohol and she only charged them 40, right? But as you can see, my other students, she charged them 250, right? It just depends. It's up to you. You can charge whatever you want to charge. And then she charged them a mileage fee of $80. I'm not sure how far she had to travel or whatever, but she charged them $80 for travel, and then administrative fee for processing fee. She charged $25 for that. So her total payout was a $520, right? So it really just depends on you guys. Oh, y'all can't see the whole screen no more? Let me expand myself. Oh man, I don't know how to do it, y'all. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Don't come on here. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to do this, y'all. Can't disconnect when there's a guest. Let me see. How do I do this? I don't know how to do it, y'all. Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to learn how to use TikTok a little bit more. I got it. Anyway, any other question, guys? Any other questions? And I want to show y'all one more because let me see if I can find it. Before I let you go, can I get a kiss tonight, baby? Dog. Okay, yeah, we can't even see it because of this screen in the way. I don't know how to do it. Lately I've been thinking something's going wrong. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see. Pause. And we're not in the mood like we used to. Nope. Girl, I can feel it when I hold you in my arms. Darn it. I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna say bye-bye. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. It is right between your lips and mine. Did you say right between your legs and mine? What the word? Baby, we be little singing these songs, I don't even know what we sang at, baby. What the word? Before I let go. I can't do it, y'all. Anyway, any other questions? Oh, no, I really need to change this out because I can't even see y'all comments anymore. Okay, let me change this out. Before I let go. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to learn how to do this before I come back. We can't. Do y'all know how I can do this? How I can take this off? I don't know how to take it off. Let me see. I don't know how to do it, y'all. 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 Even when I try to expand myself. For more guests, allow requests. No. What this do? Okay. Let's see. I think I may have it. I ain't got it. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna go off anyway. But anyway, guys, if y'all don't have any other questions for me, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I'll be back later on today. Make sure you guys go to the L tree in my bio and download my free guide. Download my free guide on how to start a mobile testing service. For those of you that's ready to make a boss move, go ahead and register for the course. Invest in yourself. Take advantage of the payment plan options, Sizzle, Shop Pay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. If you have any additional questions, feel free to send me a message. I'll be happy to respond back. I'll send you a voice note. I'll be happy to respond to any of your questions that you guys do have. But gratitude to everyone that showed up for my live today. Because y'all know I will talk. If it's 0 people, I will still talk. So thank you. The 0 viewers, I'm going to talk. So thank you. Gratitude for all the likes, the shares, the comments, the engagement, and all. Okay. I will see you guys later. Y'all have an amazing day. And I will see you guys in training in the zoo. Before I let go, before I let you go away, can I get a kiss tonight?